Hello my friends, if you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. Today I'm excited to be sharing with you an Ulta haul. Now I know this bag looks small, but I fit a lot of things into it. Now you may be wondering, what is so exciting about an Ulta haul? Well, I'm Canadian and we don't have Ulta in Canada, and there are some brands that are only available in Canada by ordering off their websites, but you can't really find them in a physical store location. And for me, I like to be able to generally touch and interact with my makeup before I make the purchase. The exceptions I'll make, like for example, a Colourpop palette. I already know their pressed shadow is fantastic, so I'm not really worried with them ordering a new palette, right? But if it's a brand you haven't had the opportunity to experience before, it's just hard to trust it. Like, the reviews can be great online, but you want to be able to swatch and you want to make sure you're picking the right color for yourself. So anyways, let's get into the haul. So the first item I picked up was actually the last item I put in my hand, and that is the Colourpop Bff Mascara. I've seen this online. I decided not to add it to my purchase the last time I ordered from Colourpop, but it's got like a nice kind of big hourglass type wand. But it was only $8 and it was sitting right by the front, so I thought I'd give it a try. It also comes in blues and purples, but I am definitely a black mascara kind of girl. The next item is something I have seen in Canada, but I haven't seen it. It's not sold in Sephora, but that's the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product. So the 4-ounce bottle, which is the one I purchased, was $18.99, whereas the 10-ounce bottle is $37.99. That is an expensive hair care product. So I've never used this before, but now that I have shared it with you in my haul, it's going to be going in my beauty room so I can give it a try and see if it's as impressive as people say it. I know it's really hyped, heard a lot of great things, and I'm hoping it's great for me. The next item is another product I'm very excited about, and it is the Nubian by Juvia's palette. Now this palette is just a mini, so it only has 6 shadows, and it was $10. But there are full-size ones. They just, at the Ulta, I'm not sure if they're not sold in store at Ulta, but the Ulta I was at didn't have anything in store other than these small palettes, but that's okay. I've never used the brand before, but again, I've heard great things from other YouTubers. So these are the colors, and this is the front of the palette. So I'm gonna do a quick swatches on my arm. So this little palette was sitting in the checkout line, and I just really appreciate it. It had a lot of really beautiful nudes. It of course had a beautiful shimmering rose gold, but it also had some colors in that warmer kind of burnt burgundy family. And I don't really do a lot of shadow in that space, but I thought this would be really nice to maybe keep at my desk at work, or just as a great way to try a brand that I've definitely seen a lot of hype on and I just haven't had the opportunity yet to try. And this product, I believe, is also another Ulta exclusive. So another item I'm really excited about is the Sugar Rush, which is basically Tarte's like new sister brand, I think. Beach Cheeks Cream Blush. So totally playing on the trending mermaid thing. This sort of looks like a Polly Pocket, and it's a clamshell, rose gold. So I purchased it in the shade Ocean Girl. Let's see if I can... I know it looks like it's kind of texture to use, but a lot of it just is on the little film, so I'm not too worried about it. But that is the color. It has a mirror. Can you see the camera in there? Anyways, it has a really nice mirror. It's like, for a plastic compact, it's fairly nice. It is shaped like a seashell. So let's give that a little swatch. So you can kind of see there. This is just it blended in a bit. But with the summer, I'm really just sort of feeling cream products. I haven't seen Sugar Rush in Canadian Sephora's or online. I have seen it on Tarte's website, but again, I just don't want to order off their website. I want to be able to touch the product first. So this is very cute. Tarte makes wonderful powder blushes, so I'm really excited to dig into this cream blush. Speaking of Tarte and not available in Canada, Canadians watching this video know the struggle that is the Shape Tape Concealer. It is hyped, it is beloved on YouTube, it is a fantastic product, it is so high coverage. Like, if you want to cover something, Shape Tape has got you. And all the Canadians cry. It is an exclusive Ulta product, and it is not available in Canada unless you order off the Tarte website. So I actually do know other beauty bloggers and YouTubers who they'll go down to the States and they will stock up on Shape Tape. So recently-ish, Tarte launched their Shape Tape foundation, which, just like the concealer, is not available in Canada. So retailing for $39, I purchased the Shape Tape foundation. And what I couldn't get over is, so it has 50 shades, and it seems to go reasonably dark. I mean, I know Tarte has had some challenges with that in the past, but what I was truly amazed is I was shade 18B, which normally I'm like a 001 or a 1 or like a 010, and normally my shade is something like Ivory, Porcelain. I've even had Alabaster. But I'm in the beige family. I am fair light beige. So I think that's in part with the wonderful tan I have accrued this summer. And you guys watching this are probably like, what tan? And I'm like, I'm so tan. But I did pick up the the Tarte Shape Tape foundation. It swatched beautifully in store. It was a great match for me. I don't know a ton about this foundation, but I'm excited to give it a try. It's a nice little pump bottle. And if I'm being honest, what drew me to it is just that I can't get it in Canada. And I believe I mentioned it, but it retails for $39. Now, have I mentioned foundation that's not available in Canada? Oh, right, I did. But that's okay. I've got another one. So this is by Too Faced, which is probably one of my favorite brands just across the board. And this is their Do You foundation. Now, they released the Sweet Peach, or the Peach Perfect foundation, and they actually sent it to me in every single shade, which is totally awesome, except I don't really like mattifying foundation. I don't like matte anything at this point. If you watch my skincare video, I talk a lot about listening to your skin, and one of the things I have learned from my skin and my lips is that mattifying products are not my friends. So I saw on Too Faced website the Do You foundation, but I'd never seen it in store, and now I know it's because it is a Ulta exclusive. So I picked up the shade Porcelain, which is the same color I am in their Born This Way foundation and in the Peach Perfect. And this one is just a really beautiful, luminous, glowing foundation. It has sort of a slight watermelon-y kind of fruity smell. It smells really good, like all of Too Faced products. But this is what the bottle looks like. It is pink. It has a picture of a watermelon on it, which is why it smells like watermelon. And this one was $36. I'm really excited about this because I love a good glowy foundation. I'm just like, does it glow? Can you give it to me now, please? Thank you. So I'm excited to give this a try. And again, this one's not available in Canada. So as a general theme of things I bought at Ulta, you may have noticed not available in Canada. And that's because if I'm going to be paying for a product in US dollars, like with the exchange rate and like, you know, having to pay duties at the border, I'm really only interested in purchasing things that I can't purchase in Canada or that aren't easy to purchase in Canada. And I also just wanted to highlight a couple of things in Ulta that we either don't have in Sephora or that I haven't seen. And one is Dose of Colors. Now I know this brand gets a lot of hype online, and I just always assumed it was like sort of like an internet brand, maybe like an Ofra, you know, like a brand that, you know, obviously has great products, but that is really just available online. And I learned that it is actually available in store, just not in my stores. So that was pretty cool, just getting to swatch their products and get a better sense of the brand. Another one that threw me for a total loop was Kylie cosmetics being sold in store. It's like in Canada, you can't swatch them, right? Like if you wanted to buy Kylie cosmetics, you just gotta order off her website and hope for the best. So I thought it was really cool that one, you know, I guess you can probably return products at Ulta, I'd assume, but you can swatch them, you can try them, you can see what looks good on you. And I thought that was really cool. I did swatch a number, but that's just not really a brand I'm interested in spending my money on. And they also had like her eyeshadow palettes and her other products. And I just thought it was really cool because it totally threw me for a loop. Another one was seeing all of those Morphe products in store. Now I know Canadian Sephora has started to stock Morphe and has Morphe on the shelves, but they had like Morphe everything. For Canadians, and this wasn't my first time at Ulta, but I remember the first time I went there, I was pretty surprised to see all the drugstore brands in there with the higher end brands. So that was pretty cool. But those are the 3 brands that I was just like, what? In store, not on the internet. And then I will also add that Colourpop has a little sort of end cap there, which is where I picked up the mascara. And they had like a selection of eyeshadow palettes and, you know, a selection of other products, like a curated sort of brand intro rather than everything. Like Morphe was massive. So anyways, that is what I picked up at Ulta when I was down in the States last weekend. I had a lot of fun. I honestly just have so much fun walking through Ulta and seeing all the things that aren't available in Canada or that are exclusives or whatever. Like, I just think that's just really interesting because I am a huge beauty dork. Oh, speaking of beauty dork, another thing I noticed, NYX had these products that they were advertising with CBD oil in it. So if you are really interested in government regulatory affairs and makeup, then you have found your girl. Anyways, so that is what I picked up at Ulta. I had a great time walking through the store, checking it out. I felt like I kept my purchases to a relatively reasonable price point and size thing. I don't really feel like I went overboard. So that is what I picked up at Ulta in Buffalo. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Mwah.